Hey Tumblr, this is my education tag video, so let's get started. Where did your username come from? My username is Katie My Lady, which is my name, and it's also from a Katy Perry song because we spell our name the same way because we're really awesome. So I guess it's not that interesting. My tagline of my blog is much more interesting, and that is just trying to make the world a little better, shine a light. And that's from a Need to Breathe song, which is really fun. Where are you from? I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio, but I'm currently in school in Rochester, New York. What grade do you teach, or what is your current position? I'm currently working on my master's degree, so I've been student teaching. I student taught in a ninth grade classroom and in a sixth grade classroom, both science. My main subject is biology, but I'm also doing chemistry and special education. What made you join the Tumblr community? I originally joined Tumblr because I was a huge procrastinator my senior year of college, and two of my suite mates and my best friends both had Tumblrs when they went and studied abroad. And so I made one just to follow them, and then I started reblogging things and posting things. And my blog is kind of an odd conglomeration between my sorority, hockey, random song quotes, and my education hectic life. So I'm not sure if you could call me an education blog, but I'm definitely becoming more actively involved in the community, or at least I like to think that I am. What is one of your teaching secrets? That's hard because I'm still working on figuring out what my teaching strategies are, but I think my biggest thing that I like to do, or try to do every day, is to always have high energy. I like to jump up and down and run around and jump on tables and still be safe, but I find that if I'm really excited about what I'm doing and what I'm teaching, then the kids kind of naturally follow that energy. If I come in that day and say, this isn't really that exciting, but we have to do it because the state said, that's boring. The kids are going to hate that. So anything that I'm doing, I always generally I make it, I think that it's the coolest thing in the entire world, but I always make sure that I convey that in the classroom as well. What are three of your favorite things? 3 education related and 3 non-education related. 3 education related things. Post-its, whiteboard markers that are not dried out, and an Elmo document camera. Coolest thing ever. I find, post-it notes, I like to get off track and on tangents, and my students really have figured that out about me. So if I notice that they're trying to get me off topic or whatever, I throw them a post-it note and say, here, write me a note. I find that that's an easier way to kind of make sure that I stay on task and towards my goals. 3 favorite things non-education related: ice hockey, my sorority, and concerts. Love going to concerts. Have you ever had a moment of doubt in your occupation? I would say that I had more doubts at the beginning of my student teaching. I was in a placement that didn't really fit me. When you're looking for jobs, you want not only where you want, but it would also be a good fit for you, and et cetera, et cetera. And I found that the placement didn't really jive with my personality, and I wasn't able to do things that I really wanted to, and the kids weren't responding the way that I expected them to. And so it was a constant reflection on, okay, what am I doing wrong? How am I not meeting their needs? And that was tough to go through daily and even after every class period. once I got into my middle school placement, I found that level of energy jived better with what I wanted to do, and um, I, even though I like going really in depth, and I like those tough questions that students ask at the high school level. I found that I really like covering the breadth of things, and looking at, like all the different kinds of invertebrates, and looking at seed dispersal mechanisms of plants and doing stations. And I found that the level of engagement and the interest level at middle school was just a different energy, and I feel like that kind of helped me have less doubts about, okay, this is what I know I'm supposed to be doing. What are your ideas on the education tag, and do you have any ideas about how we can improve it? I love the education tag. I have found teaching ideas, I've found science ideas, I've found people in my same situation. It's really nice to see other student teachers kind of struggling with my same struggles. It's nice to see that your first year, even though you have those struggles, everything starts to fall into place. And it's nice to see veteran teachers giving us newbies little suggestions and advice along the way. In terms of how to improve it, I would say doing stuff like this. With education, I feel like spotlights can be on some certain people all the time, which is awesome because those people have great ideas and I follow them anyway, and I love reading those blogs. And sometimes us little guys get left in the dark, and I want to see what other people are saying too. And I feel like the addition of new editors has helped improve that, although I'm not sure if I always like what's always getting promoted nowadays. But I really kind of like the direction that the community is taking now in terms of, getting to know other people. We're all here for the same reason, right? We're all here for kids, so might as well see what other people are saying too. A goal for the remainder of the school year. I would say my biggest goal for the remainder of the school year is to get through it. Doing full-time student teaching and full-time master's course load has been really, really tough. And, Tumblr has kind of been my outlet, whether or not I post often or not, or whether I post about education or not. It's definitely been my outlet, and that little advice and little victories seeking thing on the tag that, I can see, okay, I can get through this, and it does get better, and it is all worth it. So my goal for the remainder of the school year is to finish my master's degree and get a job so that I can actually start doing what I want to do. So that's all for now, Tumblr, and I will see you later.